and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. To throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
K'Wan Short came out of Purdue as one of the top-rated defensive tackle prospects. Now he's one of the top-rated NFL players.
Let's go! He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
They run. Devontae Freeman. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And that was a nice play by the defense, and it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll be third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one to broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get it.
On third down, Mariota. He's got Evans. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
He goes underneath to Freeman. It's a pickup of 14 there, and that leads to a Carolina first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Freeman, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
On second down, Freeman. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
When it comes to J.J. Watt, we're about out of superlatives, aren't we? So let's just make this simple. One of the best to ever play the game.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota on the left side. This is Stills. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. They try the corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on a defensive back because if you get any faker move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now it's Freeman. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the... Again, it'll be Freeman. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal, Mariota. And he fires one, but incomplete. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. No, check. Patriot, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Got his left.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Their big tight end. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he's able to put it through. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Play action now. Mariota. It's caught. Stills right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. They'll come out in the pistol. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
This is Freeman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in that way.
Here's Mariota. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And it's up and good. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So out come the Bucs now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this one is right down the middle. So we have reached, and hello, I guess Larry's halftime show is buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He goes underneath to Freeman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. And he finds Stills, complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Second down, Mariota. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And 4th down coming up. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find his weaknesses and now attack them and score some points?
And break this tie. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run, shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now Mariota. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Back now in Tampa. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That is incomplete. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Second down following the incompletion. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw is Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
All right, now, look at 56. Here we go now.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Another pistol look here. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. They go play action. Mariota. And Stills over the middle. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe really try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a handoff here to his running back. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
2nd down now after the pass completion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. They'll look to throw. Deep drop. He sets to fire deep. Time for a break. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go. Boom, landed. Over.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Carolina getting set to take the field. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Mariota to throw. And Stills bringing it in. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll be a Carolina first. Mariota. It's caught. Stills right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And they're going to speed things up here. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2 yards to go here on 3rd down. Here's Mariota. And he finds Stills, complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And as the 4th quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now. They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now Mariota. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now a first down following that long gain. They come up in an offset eye. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second down, Mariota. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And now the rookie's free. He's at the 30. There are no flags. He's into the end zone.
Touchdown.
And an amazing return wins it in OT. Hard-fought game through 4 quarters, gets us into overtime, and then you can't even catch your breath and realize you're in overtime, and the return of the ball game's over.
Absolutely amazing what we got to see, because we're setting up all those different scenarios as we go to overtime. Do you take the ball, right? What do you do with the coin toss? Where are you going to play? How are you going to do it? And that takes it all out of our hands, doesn't it? A bolt of a return that ends the ball game.
How often do coaches talk, Charles, about that third phase? And here the third phase was the difference.
No doubt. And what I also think about is when you get to overtime, fatigue has to play a factor in it. And if you use a lot of guys who are front